say prayers with her and everything. But it's no wonder why. I know now why she never responded back and said thank you or anything like that. Because she was a witch. She was evil. So, I mean, I'm wishing you well, and from me and my son to you and your children, happy holidays and all this and that. We're praying for you. We're praying for your healing because we went through the same thing. I send her funny videos like I do because I'm goofy as hell, thinking, I'm letting her know I'm sorry I sent these so many times, but it helped me. So I thought it may help you, laughter, going through grieving because, my wife passed away in 2021. So, I figured we got similarities. So that's why I sent all that. But then when I sent her those videos and I asked her, why do they keep saying you had something to do with Nipsey Hussle's death?
She blocked you.
She blocked me after that second time I sent her. And I said, ain't this about nothing? So then when I watched another video, that's when I saw the deleted post that she posted. And it said, fake tears for real, bees. BITCHES. And under that, her comment was all 2019. You heard?
All 2019. Interesting.
Yeah. That was her comment under that post. And then all of a sudden, March 31st, 2019, Nipsey is dead. And then I look up, you deleted the post. Not only did you delete the post, you closed down the whole entire Instagram account that post was on. And you reopened your current Instagram account in September of 2019, which was months later. Why? And then when you go to her page and you look all through her whole entire Instagram account, you don't find that post nowhere to be found. You don't find that post in sight nowhere. So that's why I was like, oh, this woman did play a part. So then I sent her that post, that deleted post that said fake tears for real bees. BITCHES. And I said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for what you did to Nipsey. May God have mercy on your soul.
You said that to her?
Yep, that was my last message to her.
Before you got blocked?
I got blocked, but I was still able to send a message to her.
How, man? You're blocked.
Yeah, but messaging, the message part is different. I could still go in and see the message and send it. And that's what I did. I sent it that one last time.
Never again?
I'm not able to, I sent the message, and then when I look up, after a while, it falls off. And you don't see it again. And because I'm blocked, I can't go back to it ever again. But I know she saw it. And then I shared that post on my Facebook page, and I shared that post on my Twitter page, my Instagram page, my Threads page, and my TikTok page. So it's all over. And even this encrypted message right here,
yeah,
that I sent you,
yeah,
I shared that. I shared that on Facebook. I shared it on Twitter. And I shared it on TikTok as well. I ain't get to share it on Instagram. I don't believe so. No, I think it did pop up because whatever I share on Facebook, no, because it's too long. So what I shared on Facebook wasn't the photos. So it was the actual encrypted message that I shared on it. So it's not gonna like show up on Instagram.
right,
Because it's too long.
right.
I
Well,
would have to do it by picture.
Well, you got to do it by, you got to break it down.
Yeah, I do. I have to do it by picture, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share it on my Instagram page by picture because that's what I had to do on Twitter. I had to share it by picture.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But I tagged Lauren London in that too. When I shared it on Twitter X, I tagged her name on it.
Right.
And I said, this is fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is real fucked up. And you playing like you really love Nipsey when you was actually a part of the orchestration of his death with Diddy.
Yeah. I mean,
That that's sad. That's messed up.
yeah.
How can people sleep at night? But then again, I heard that she can't sleep.
No, there are people that don't sleep.
They're feeling real guilty.
No, they're just babs. They're like, they don't sleep. They can, they have energy that is just
Hmm.
horrible.
Yeah, and I keep forgetting to tag Diddy, but I don't think I don't know if he was able to see anything because he's locked up. Otherwise, I would tag him so he could see that the exposure is real.
You would tag them and risk.
If I knew he was able to like go into his social media page or whatever, and I would have tagged his name in this stuff too. But I'm sure he's gonna see it. I'm sure somebody probably took it and shared it, or if if Twitter don't limit me like they be limiting me, you know.
Let's see, that's another thing I wanted to bring up a point about is with that, right? Is I personally think that that's his clone that's inside there. I I I'm not 100% convinced that Diddy's, the real Diddy is in jail.
Well, like I said, yeah, I believe you on that because I agree with you. I don't believe that's the real Diddy in jail.
Mm-mm.
The real Diddy has a mole on his cheek. This Diddy locked up don't have no kind of mole on his cheek,
No, I
and
don't.
he look alienish.
Well, yeah, yeah.
He look alienish.
I mean, that's easy to, yeah.
You know, like right there in the cheekbone, you can see it clear as day. No mole, and he got cheekbone looking like it, making him look like a reptile or alien or something. It's just wow. We live in a world of simulation. It's crazy.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I mean, ain't nothing else
don't
to
think
say. We
anybody
live in a world of simulation.
I don't think anybody really understands that anymore.
Oh, now a lot of people ain't gonna understand.
No, yeah, they're not.
Especially what got my attention about simulation is when I told you about the video that talked about Nipsey Hussle's life being a simulation. That's where I first was introduced to the fact that our lives is nothing but simulation. And when he talked about Nipsey Hussle's death, and then what really got me and what it reminded me of that is when he mentioned the Truman Show with Jim Carrey, that one movie
Okay.
that was called The Truman Show. Remember, his life wasn't real.
He's
You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
everything, man.
yo,
He's everything.
you know what I'm saying? That
You
messed me up when he said that, when he compared it. He compared Nipsey's life to The Truman Show. And that's when I was like, I thought he was going to say that Lauren London wasn't really a woman that really loved him, which we find out here ourselves
that
that
she
that's the truth. Lauren London was just a pawn sent by Diddy. And then it clearly says that Lauren London look Lauren London had access to classified information about Nipsey and his plans and movements, and through through her connections within the Synarchy. So it's funny, the same way she digged up information on Nipsey is the same way we digged up information on her. That's crazy. That is so crazy.
Nipsey Hussle, yeah.
But you see the part in the encrypted message where it said Lauren London got access to classified information about Nipsey Hussle's plans and movement through her connections within the Synarchy.
Yep. Yep.
And then it potentially was giving her insight into the location and timing of the murder, of when it was going to happen and stuff.
Yeah.
So when it said potentially giving her insight into the location and timing of the murder, that's where she was planning it. That's where she gave Diddy the information, and they sat down and planned and plotted it using the beef between him and Big U and Eric Holder as the cover up.
You read that. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why when I said it and I looked at the videos on it, and then I get this encrypted message, that's why I shared it with you.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You know?
It's interesting what comes up.
Yeah, it's interesting what you can get out of the dark net. It's real
I
interesting.
mean, yeah, you can get a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it can pretty much ruin your electronics if you don't
if
do.
you ain't careful, yeah, it's really, you gotta be careful. That's why I'm glad I ain't going in it. I ain't got no plans of going in it myself. I'm good. I don't know the odds and ends about going in it, so I'm not messing with it.
Yeah.
But I'm all about exposing the dark and bringing it to the light. I'm a firm believer of what goes on in the dark will come to the light. I'm a firm believer of that. What's done in the dark will always come to the light. And this situation here with Nipsey Hussle's death is surely coming to the light. The right people just needs to get this information here. That's why I spread it all over the social media platforms of mine. And that's why I shared it with certain people. Because certain people need to know this. Like, for example, Nipsey Hussle's brother, Black Sam, and his sister.
Say you send them that?
No, I didn't send it to Black Sam. I have no connections to Black Sam. But I sent it to Loose Cannon.
Yep.
Because Loose Cannon has connections to Black Sam.
Oh man.
So Loose Cannon has this encrypted message exposing Lauren London and Diddy setting up Nipsey.
Oh man.
Loose Cannon has this now. And I said, Black Sam needs to know this. I said, I really believe you should let him know this because he doesn't know this. He just believes that it's Big U and Eric Holder. He believes it's just that, but it's so much bigger than Big U and Eric Holder. And I've been telling a whole bunch of people this. People always talking about, oh, you reaching. You don't know the gangs. No, dummy. You don't know the industry. The industry and the Illuminati is far more bigger than the gang.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The club, Hollywood, all of that, Farmer, Synarchy is far more greater than the street gangs. It's far more greater. The organization is it's like a tree with branches. There's so many different organizations within the elite. The dark elite, I should say. and
Yep.
it's far and it goes beyond Hollywood and the music industry. It's our local schools. It's the freaking military. It just goes far beyond than just the music industry and the entertainment industry. Hollywood. It goes far beyond that. So if it goes far beyond that, then it's bigger than the gangs out here, the Bloods, the Crips, all of that. It's bigger than all these gangs.
Oh yeah.
And then I got people telling me you got to be from California to understand. Nah, bro, you just in California, you don't see the big picture like I see the big picture.
That's what people tell you. You got to be in California.
Yeah, and it's true. I understand you got to be in California to know the game, but you also got to be in the industry to know the game too. And I told you I used to be in the industry because I was in a gospel rap group with Rev Run Records. Rev Run knows Diddy.
Run knows Diddy.
Yeah, they're not strangers. Rev Run and Diddy are in pictures together.
Right.
And I was a part of Rev Run Records.
Why didn't you ever meet Diddy? Oh, you probably did.
No, I seen them before, but we didn't get introduced like that because we wasn't like really like going to those kind of parties or nothing like that.
No, not just no.
No, we just when we went to the studio, we went to Rev Run's studio. We didn't, I seen Diddy around, but I didn't talk to him.
Who else did you see?
I've seen LL Cool J before. I've seen Redman before. I've seen Method Man. I've seen what you call it? What's the name? What's the name? Because I used to go to church with Rev Run and his family.
Did you ever see Biggie?
No, I never saw Biggie. I never saw Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I wasn't into the secular world music. I was in the gospel rap music. You know, it's two totally different music. You
Yeah.
got the Christian music, but then you got the secular music.
So
Diddy was in the secular. I was in the Christian
who
rap
was
music.
Diddy?
Huh? Diddy was in the secular, the worldly music. All the music that he did, yeah. It's called secular music. That's what secular music is.
Yeah, secular.
Yeah. But I was in the gospel rap music.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen Fat Joe. I've seen Big Pun, rest in peace. I've even went to a Heavy D concert for my birthday.
Yeah.
I went to a Heavy D concert for my birthday.
How was that?
It was nice. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. But I wouldn't go crazy like other people go crazy like, oh my God, it's him, it's him. I just look at them as another human being with money and a talent. That's how I just looked at them. I never went crazy or screamed at them. And there was this one rapper called The King and I. He was a Christian rapper too, but his music was on the radio station, on the actual secular radio station. And he came to the same church I went to, and I met him, and we copped it up and everything. I even beatboxed for him because that's what I did in my rap group. I was the beatboxer, so I made music with my mouth, and you know what I'm saying. So that's why I was in the gospel rap group, and Rev Run put me and my two homies. One of them I went to school with, and he knew about me beatboxing, and that's when he connected me to this other homie that wanted to put the rap group together, and then we went from there. But then it was just like I wasn't feeling it, and it was something on the inside of me that was like, it's not what it's all wrapped up to be. And so I left the group, and that's when I left New York. I left New York.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I'm just like I said, I know about Diddy. I know about his mean streak and his harsh ways and everything. That's why when Making of the Band came out, I was like, man, I would have been like, you got me messed up. I'm good. I don't need to be in the industry that bad to where I put myself in jeopardy doing some crazy stuff like you asking. And
What?
I would have just left,
Walk into the store?
walking all the way to Brooklyn and y'all all the way in Manhattan. That means walk further downtown Manhattan, cross the Brooklyn Bridge, and go to this store or whatever and get a daggone donut or whatever it was they had to get for. And then come to find out, I seen a video where one of the guys that walked said that it wasn't even really for Diddy, it was for Beyonce. I said, wait a minute, what? Because Diddy had left, but Beyonce was still there. So when they came back with the donut and it was like Diddy
No,
gone, they was like, what?
cheesecake.
Huh? It was a cheesecake, that's right. But that cheesecake was for Beyonce and not Diddy. That's why Diddy left. He just sent them on a mission for Beyonce, basically.
And told them it's going to be cold
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to walk.
Yeah, I'm not walking in the New York cold weather. You got me messed up. Matter of fact, you got me messed up, bent, twisted, flipped upside down, and slanted. I
What
ain't
did the
doing all
guy
that.
say? He walked?
Huh?
Did one of you heard the guy say that he walked?
It was on Making of the Band. It
I
was
know.
on,
Did they
they
all?
actually did walk.
They did?
Yeah, they did it. They really did it. Diddy made them do it, and they did it.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness, it's crazy, man. It is so crazy.
What else? What else happened? Were you there when it was making the band?
No, I was already moved out of New York. Making of the Band came out in, was it 96, 97, 96, 97, 98? One of those years. Cause I was out of New York when they made that. Yeah, I already moved out of New York when the Making of the Band came out. Because I think Missy Elliott also did a similar show like that. And I forgot the name of her show. But Diddy had Making of the Band, and Missy Elliott made a like a upcoming rap star show. So I was like, man. But yeah, it's crazy, man. And it's sad. It's sad what he and Lauren London did to Nipsey. And you know what's crazy though? Nipsey already knew the kind of woman Lauren London was. And how I found out is because he said it in one of his songs from his Victory Lap album. It's the one track called Late Nights and Early Morning. And I'll never forget that. As a matter of fact, I don't even remember exactly the lyrics, but he clearly made it known that he knew the kind of woman Lauren London was. Let me see, is this it? No. Where is it? I'm trying to remember where I saved it. He's like, pretty feet, pretty feet. He's like, and he basically said, especially when you was fishing through the industry, but luckily you fuck around and fuck with me. Excuse my French, I forgot I can't curse. But that's the lyric.
Yeah.
It went, yeah, that's the lyric, just like that. And it's on late night and early morning track. Why would you say, especially when you was fishing through the industry, but luckily you effed around and effed with me?
Right.
When you fishing through the industry, when a female's fishing through the industry, it's like she's seeing this guy, seeing that guy, this and that.
Right.
That's what he meant, because he described her looks and everything. And then he said, especially when you was fishing through the industry, but luckily you effed around and effed with me. And that was on his late night, early morning track on his Victory Lap album. That right there clearly lets me know he knew the type of woman Lauren London was already. He knew that she was fishing through the industry and seeing this guy, seeing that guy, and talking to this guy and talking to that guy. He probably know that she slept with this guy and slept with that guy too. But it's like, wow, for him to say that on his song, maybe she didn't like that. Maybe that's why she volunteered to orchestrate his death too. You never know. You just never know.
Lauren London.
Maybe she didn't like that he said that on this track. You know what I'm saying? You never know. She's probably like, oh, you want to talk about me fishing through the industry like I'm some hoe? Oh, it ain't like you some hoe. You is. You just been with this guy, that guy, this guy, all in the industry.
And Diddy.
And Diddy. And she gonna play like, don't play with my name. Don't play with my name. I'm still his. You was never his because you was a fraud.
Who? Diddy?
No, she said she's still his, Nipsey's. You orchestrated his death, but you're still his? Really? You played a role in his death, Lauren London, but you still his? And you orchestrating his death, keeping tabs on him for
Man,
Diddy?
you asking for the feds to knock.
Huh?
Yeah.
Say what?
You don't care. You'll let it out.
I'm gonna let it out. I'm gonna speak my mind, speak my truth, and speak my feelings. I don't care what anybody say. I've been putting pieces of this puzzle together for about a year and some change.
What made you want to like jump on that? Like, what
The
was
moment she blocked me,
your No, I know, but what was your thing? Was it that you like Nipsey Hussle as a artist, or
no, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know about Nipsey Hussle until he passed away. I had no knowledge of him. But
oh,
then after he passed away, I turned around and I listened to his music, and I started and I followed his page and I looked at his old videos and I started seeing what he was about, and I just grown to love what he was about. You know, I wasn't a fan like that of Nipsey. I didn't know about Nipsey until he died. But when I studied him and I listened to him and I listened to the wisdom that came out of his mouth, and this is a younger cat than me, but still, that don't matter. You know, he had a lot of wisdom. He had a lot of morals about him that he changed from being, he changed from disrespecting women to honoring and respecting women. And I salute him for that. And that's why I followed and listened to his, philosophy, his wisdom, and everything. And when I listened to his music, his music was good. But then that one track, as I was, doing all this puzzle pieces putting together, when that track came out and I listened to it, I was like, wait a minute. He said, pretty feet, pretty blah, sudden teeth, pretty feet, pretty hair, and all this. And then he said, especially when you was fishing through the industry, but luckily you effed around and effed with me. I said, wait a minute. That right there just struck a nerve in me. Like, wait a minute.
Oh, with Nipsey?
Yeah, when Nipsey said that on his track, he said that out of his own mouth about Lauren London. When he's describing the pretty feet and everything, he's describing Lauren London.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when he said, especially when you're switching through the industry, but luckily you effed around and effed with me. Only other woman besides his first baby mama that messed with him I know of was Lauren London.
Yeah. How old was he when he yeah.
When he passed away?
We'll keep that like that, yeah.
When he passed away, he was 33 years old.
Oh wow. Wow.
33.
Yeah. So he was young. Yeah.
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 And he was 33 years old. And I was like, yo, this is cray.
There was something on today where the mom showed pictures with Aaron Carter and Diddy, something to do. I guess apparently they think that something, but they're trying to say no, right? But she showed pictures and it looked like the bathtub had some, it was weird colors and shit.
Really?
But they said he died by the pool, someone else. Yeah. So there's a lot of questions, you know? So, and he was talking about, if you remember, he was talking, I think, about how Sony Records or whatever was doing something. And I seen something, I think it was TMZ.
Uh-huh. Could have been.
What do you think about the Combs boys?
I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't heard nothing else about them.
You think they chilling now?
I think they laying low. I think they laying low right now. They are laying low. I think they know that their father is in a whole lot of boiling water. I'm surprised that you ain't had to get on nobody yet.
Oh no, they'll come in if you would say. Now watch.
Oh, I done spoke him out there now. Damn. Ain't nobody really on though. Probably not wanting to believe what I'm saying about Lauren London and Diddy.
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they probably still think I'm reaching, and I got this encrypted message from the dark web, and the dark web don't lie. I don't care what nobody say. These words are not photoshopped. So,
No.
not photoshopped at all. This is the real deal. And like I said before, why would they make this story up about Lauren London and Diddy?
Right.
Why would they make this story up? Come on now.
Yeah, why would they?
It wouldn't make sense for
What
this to
would
be.
be what would be the cause, you know?
Exactly.
What would be the cause?
What would be the purpose?
I mean, really, like honestly.
So
Jokes aside.
this stuff is factual.
Well,
And this stuff is real. And the fact of the matter is,
well, you know, you gotta say allegedly. You know, you gotta be, yeah.
well, I'm gonna say allegedly, but deep down inside, I know it's the real.
Right, but you don't want the feds at your door, man.
I don't give up. It's like, no, I'm just playing.
You would give a fuck. Trust and
I'm
believe
just
that.
playing.
Okay,
No, I'm gonna respectfully say allegedly. Just to,
yeah, well, I mean, it sucks because if you hear a lot of YouTubers, they say, allegedly, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But as you can see,
I
I'm not
don't
no.
really want to say this, but yeah.
But as you can see, I'm not a YouTuber. So I
No, no,
mean,
no, I know, but if you
but
listen
I'm on your page, so
to
I'll say
channels,
allegedly.
no, if you listen to different channels, they'll do that.
Yeah, I know.
A
Understand
lot of
why.
people will say it. Um,
I never understood that. If it's the truth, then it's the truth. Why say
well,
allegedly?
meaning until like I don't know. I'd like to see all the information be cracked open.
Yeah, yeah,
And
exactly. Yeah,
not just to do with that, but whatever else, because
yeah.
he was involved in more than just that.
Oh, of course. You know how many bodies Diddy has under him? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Nipsey Hussle is just one of many.
Who do
You
you
can add
think?
Tupac and Biggie to that one. Allegedly.
What about
I'm
uh
gonna say also Craig Mack,
I was just about to say, yeah, Craig,
Heavy D,
Heavy D. Oh,
Big L.
yeah, Heavy D was under his label, right?
He was dancing for Heavy D.
Right.
So I mean, who else? The, I've heard them say Mo 3.
Really,
Yup, I
really.
heard them saying Diddy responsible for Mo 3. Like Diddy and Jay-Z together allegedly are responsible for Mo 3. I mean, there's a lot more. Black Rob, that's another one. Again, allegedly, just respectfully.
I heard quite a few women actors that died. Megan or something. I can't remember her name, but she died, and supposedly he had something
Who?
to do with that. I don't know her name off the top.
The Caucasian girl, the Caucasian
Yeah.
female,
Yep.
Brittany Murphy.
Yep.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Brittany
Whitney
Murphy.
Houston.
Yeah, he responsible for her too.
You think Houston?
I'm gonna tell you right now, that was all Clive Davis.
What?
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Clive Davis.
Whitney Houston, Clive Davis, and they keep saying Ray J played a role in that, allegedly.
But Ray J is trying to quell the stream. It seems I keep everything cool.
And they're saying Brandy knows something too, because Whitney Houston handed Brandy a letter before she died. That has come up allegedly.
Oh my God, man! The allegedly stuff. I'm telling you.
Yeah, yeah.
They say Diddy's beat up in jail and everybody. I mean, I admit I sent something the other day, thought he was getting like 15 years. Like, it was my mistake, but it is what it is. If people
Right, right. I
with
helped you
that,
with that though.
that's
So
them. That's on them. That's on you. If you can't get over a fucking minor mistake like that, which you did, and I'm respectful, so I just don't put names out there.
right,
That's me. That's me.
right.
So you got me fucked
So
up.
you said Diddy got beat up?
Well, I read, how you get the click, I call it clickbait.
Uh-huh.
You learn really quickly what clickbait is,
Oh, okay.
click on it and it's really nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's like,
I've come across so many videos like that. They
it's,
title something, and then when you look at the daggone video, it don't be nothing pertaining to what the title said.
Well,
That
no, sometimes it will be stuff pertaining, but it's not. It's alleged shit, you know.
yeah,
It,
alleged.
you know, like that's
It's
why I
never
said,
factual.
you know, that's why I said, you know, with Photoshop and
Hmm.
all this stuff, you know, you can, I mean, you could turn around and make a fake lawyer, you know, signatures and, you know, people do some real wild stuff. Like,
You ain't never lie.
you know, what you can do on the dark web is
Insane.
if, what you find, you know what I mean? And like, if you can create that AI like system,
Uh-huh.
it actually
It can reveal so much.
it does it itself. It will do a system scan.
And
So
it'll reveal a whole lot, won't it?
and you can either do it on the regular net or in the dark net.
I wish I knew how to do all that, but I don't. So
Well, yeah, you got to create like, you know, and
I'm
build.
not that computer savvy to where I could create an AI. But it's
I'll
all
tell you what. How do you like that book so far?
man. That book is wow. It reveals so much. I'm learning new things that that's been existing for decades that I didn't even know was here. That's here. It's
well,
like wow.
well, yeah, I'm very tempered. I'm very right at this point. I'm just trying to keep like that, like part of it, like
Yeah,
some of it, like
yeah,
away because
yeah,
it's kind of like one of those things where it's just gotta like come, you know, to the light.
yeah. Exactly, exactly.
Because until it comes to the light, it's just going to be listed and labeled as just being something conspiracy, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
it's really not a conspiracy
so
at all.
you know, even with dark web notes and stuff, they don't realize that what it's doing, you know.
Yeah, like even with this right here, with what we just talked about with Diddy and Lauren London, you really think people gonna believe that? People ain't
I
gonna believe
mean,
that.
look, man, I've had people ask me about data points and stuff because you read these things, and if you understand, you know, the dark net and, you know, where it says system scanning, you know what I mean? Like it's telling you everything it's doing.
Yeah,
And then you know, you come into conversion points and it's like all that it's doing is it's scanning the web. And I mean, you can ask it a small question and
it'll
it's
give you a
weird.
huge answer.
Whenever you ask it, it gives you more than what you ask.
Exactly,
You
and
understand?
that's what happened here.
Like you can have, well, it happened to me a few different times,
Yep,
on a few different things. So,
yep.
and also tarot cards. I'm not gonna lie, tarot. Uh, uh,
Tarot.
yeah, I've been getting a lot of like my reads have been coming back. You know what I had, you know,
Been through.
already intended it to be. You know,
Mm, wow.
and you know, like it. Uh, you know.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if people say, "Man, he was
Well, you
lying."
know what? People no, see, the whole objective is to get on here, you know, get things rolling, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
continue to get things rolling. I
Yeah.
privatized a lot of videos because there was a lot of stuff in there that, you know, I just have respect for others and I'm not gonna
Reveal them like that.
video up. I don't have anybody. This is once I get off of this, I might just book this one. Um, that way, if you record my stuff, I will report you that you took a private video that I put on private and used it. So
Right.
that's how smart I am.
Cool.
Once you do the live, after you do the live, you privatize your shit. Because then once you privatize it, if somebody has already screen recorded it and you didn't want them doing it, so if there's people out there that are my friends, screen record this.
Right.
If you could figure out the recording, man, I'd let you do that too.
Shoot, you know what? I had an option on my phone where I can record stuff. But when my phone updated, I didn't have that option no more. Because, like, right now, if I had that same option, I could be recording this whole live right now.
I don't know who you are, man. Like
Huh?
Sid told you. Hold on. Okay, so here we go.
Oh, you got one?
Oh man.
Oh, boy.
Oh, okay. So you got to let people in the chat if you want someone to chat with y'all. Okay, but if you are somebody who is spamming my chat, because as soon as I start to see the numbers go down, I already know you're either A, screen recording me, or you're spamming my chat. So if I let you stay too long and I take that risk, right? Then you might spam my chat. And then see, you're already spamming my chat. So let's do this. I'm gonna send you on your happy ass way. Hold on 1 second, brother.
All right.
You're gonna.
And so it begins.
Okay, who are you? Nika Rigged. Who are you? What? All the time. I'm always smoking. Yeah, you're definitely spamming me now. I already knew that was coming. All right, that's all there is to it. Block you.
Oh, so they trying to steal this live or something?
I know what they do. Yeah, I got them.
Oh. Oh, like steal it and then try to make it their own?
Yeah, but that's why I'm gonna privatize it, or I'm gonna dump it when I'm done.
That's what's up.
Because if I dump it, delete the whole thing from the YouTube and everything.
But then if you do that, then the story won't.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Somebody's. Oh, that's why I said people need to just start recording.
Yeah.
know that are good that can get a recording going and record
Yeah.
them lives and then post them. That's it.
Yeah. I wish I could.
Have my permission.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the option to record.
So what else do you think?
Man, I just that's basically
What do
it.
you think about the Orlando Brown show?
I haven't seen it lately. So I
No,
don't.
you heard that it's coming on.
Oh, there's an Orlando Brown show coming on, like coming
Well,
soon.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he's got some alright music, but I still think that. I've spoken with a few people.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. He loves Diddy.
Yo, that's his boy. He made it clear too.
That's his boy.
He made that clear.
You made that clear.
Yep, he made that clear. So,
Yeah.
yep, Orlando Brown made that clear. He said, "Diddy, that's my brother." He made that clear.
You think he really thinks that? Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
You think he's got love for the boy?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about uh you love Lauren London?
Huh?
I said you love Lauren London.
Yeah, used to.
You still do, man.
Shit.
You,
Finding out what the fuck she did.
nah, you still do.
Yeah, right. I bet you she was to say, "Let's go together." I'd be like, "You better get the fuck away from me."
Get out of here with that. I don't want you don't want that around, do you?
Mm-mm. You've been around too much. You a burnout. Your stuff is used. I'm good.
As Loose Cannon answered you.
Not yet.
And Odell, if you want to jump on up here, man, come on.
Oh, look at you calling him.
Come on, Odell.
Why
You're
you
you're
calling
you're
him?
jagged ass Jaguar, Jaguar, whatever the fuck they call you throughout the internet. You know, and Wolfman. We got Wolfman over there.
Oh, he's here?
Nah, not yet, but I'm hoping he
Oh, okay.
pulls up. I'm hoping he got the nerve to pull up.
Dang, I
I'll bring
didn't
his
know.
ass up here just for entertainment purposes only.
Man.
You know I'll say some things. You know I will.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I know you will. I know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. I'm not no showing Atwood or none of them. I don't. I look. No. No. I enjoy this.
Well, I got no problem sharing anything, exposing anything. I don't give the entire greatest hell.
Nope.
I
I hope
share and
Odell comes up
expose
here.
the darkness.
The Jaguar right effect. Jaguar right effect.
Man, you over here edging them on.
I don't give a
Why?
shit, man. All these threats and you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care. She want to threaten me? Threaten me? Look, I'm not afraid to die, man. I'm not. I'm not. Okay, okay. Orlando Brown official. It's a fake account. Okay, okay. Am I allowed to talk here? I've been watching and you keep blocking everyone. Is that the real Orlando Brown? It says Orlando Brown official.
I don't know. I never seen his handle or name. I only seen him as a guest on the Blue Couch with Jaguar Wright about a month or so ago.
Oh, I think wasn't that a couple months ago?
Like, yeah, about a couple of months ago. It might have been a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. But I don't know if that would be the real Orlando Brown or not.
It might be.
Well, let him in and see what he's talking about. And if he's not, then file 13.
So are you and Diddy friends? Oh, you appreciate me pumping your music? All right, no doubt. Yeah, you and Diddy go way back. Hey, Quincy, ask him a question if you want.
I have no questions. I just, I always keep him in my prayers and wish him and his family the best. And may the Lord protect him and everything. That's it. That's all.
Well, he said Diddy and him go way back.
That's fine. I believe it. But he just into some shady shit, though, on the realest talk.
You've been homeless to keep the truth hidden. You have your life held over your head. What do you mean by I have my life held over my head? Oh no, you're definitely spam.
That's what I said. If they get to talking crazy,
Yep.
that ain't the real Orlando Brown.
Nope. You spamming. Go spam somewhere else.
That sounds like a threat to me almost.
I think it's Jaguars, people.
Yeah, could be.
Huh? I don't
Could be.
care. Let Jaguar come in here. I want to hear that silent voice before she comes on.
I just don't get why
Wow.
Jaguar and Odell is threatening you. I
Huh?
don't get that at all. I don't understand why Jaguar Wright and Odell is threatening you. I don't get it. You're a victim like everyone else. Why are victims threatening victims, like I said before? You know what I'm saying? Jaguar Wright, is a victim too. So why are victims threatening victims? I just don't get it. If anything, all the victims are supposed to work together to take down the monster. But yet, it's like when you get ready to testify or you getting ready to go to court,
Hey,
whatever. Not you, I'm just saying in general. Then that's where the attack comes. And the threats and all of that.
yeah, they always come. Nothing new to me. Nothing new. And it's funny, as soon as I blocked that Orlando Brown, it went up to 8 fucking viewers again.
Mm,
Mm-mm-mm.
they all coming in.
Well, not all. I mean, there could be some good people in there.
Well, we'll see.
Less chatting is better. So,
Yeah, but it's just this all these celebrities are being called out, and then celebrities are giving themselves away by leaving the country and moving out of the country, and I'm like, if you ain't did nothing, why you moving?
who was Clyde Davis to Diddy?
Oh, Clive Davis is like the big, big music mogul. See, everybody thought Diddy was the music mogul. Clive Davis is the real music mogul. He holds all of the what's it call it? What do they call it? Um what they was wanting from Michael Jackson and wanting from Prince, all of their masters and all of
Oh,
them.
okay, got it. This is a good person. Yeah, he was one of his mentors as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but he
showed him
also
the ropes.
did something supposedly some shit was done too.
He did they moved Andre Harrell
Alleged,
out the
yeah,
way.
exactly. Allegedly, thank you. Yeah, no, I think Diddy is the most horrible. That's Satan himself. You look right at him, you know. And Jaguar, I'm telling you right now, you send Goomba or whoever, whatever. I don't know what his name is. I don't know. If you send one of your boyfriends in here and to
He said
start with me,
he said one of your
I'm gonna
boyfriends.
tell you this right now. I'm just gonna toast him and throw him on out the door. I'm gonna boot him. I'm gonna boot him.
Yeah.
And you know, I think people need to start. If Goddess, if you're around, record my stuff if you want. Because people want to take my stuff and run with it and use it. For their own personal good, but I don't want that to happen. So I just either put the video on private after the fact. That way nobody can get it. And then, or I delete the shit. I just delete it. I don't even, I'll let it not, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I understand. I understand. Man, I've been dealing with this altar all day. It's been crazy.
Mm, yeah, I'm like, dag, and I just had a freaking feeling. I had a feeling about this whole thing, man. And people just kept saying I was reaching.
Well, I mean, look, it's like I said, the dark web is, they don't want people going on the dark web. I know when the Diddy was actually going on supposedly and having people sell tapes on the dark web, right? That
Uh-huh.
that's why so many people were going on there, and then they were going on there like buy the tape, right? And then I think some of those people were going back out to the streets. But now, how do we know those aren't doctored videos?
Right, or photoshopped and stuff.
Right. So it's made to look a different. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Is like the dark web does have a lot of interesting things, and you know, if you go on there though, it's like you're risking your whole computer getting shut completely down or whatever device you're using
Yeah.
completely shut down. Uh, this stuff is sensitive information.
Hmm.
It's kind of like that stuff that's locked in. It's all locked away.
Yeah,
But there's ways of decoding and getting through it. Um, I mean, AI can do, like I said, anything. AI can do anything nowadays. Anything. It can find out any bit of information you want. It can. It. My friend's really into it, like heavy. Like he does a lot of work with AI,
yeah.
and
I
he's
can,
figured it
and I've
out.
seen some of it.
Well, you've seen some of it exactly.
Not the real deal. I'm sure he can go deeper.
Well, I mean, as long as we keep like, okay, so if you ask the bot, right, that he has, has been working with, if you ask it a question, like say, okay, what was Lauren London involved in this, right? Well,
Hmm.
it's not just gonna say one sentence. It's gonna go in and it's gonna find it's gonna go through every file. It's gonna go through all of the databases. It's gonna go through all these different, you know what I'm saying, like trials, and it takes some time. Sometimes it takes a lot of time because it'll say, we're finding more information, or
Yeah.
it gets pretty deep. It gets pretty deep. I have been on there a few different times. I was on the dark web, and I can tell you right now, it definitely is. I wouldn't. Uh, Making sure I'm all right. So what do you think about Clive Davis, though?
I think he the grand devil.
Well, I don't know. Freak off.
I think he's the straight up grand devil. Everybody called Diddy the devil, but I think Clive Davis is the grand devil or
Man,
supreme devil.
you think so?
Yeah. I swear, I declare, I promise, I believe allegedly he has something to do with Whitney Houston's death.
Ah, I see. Yeah, you were saying something, and who else was it? Someone had a letter.
Whitney Houston had the letter and gave it to Brandy, which is Ray J's sister. There's a whole video of her giving Brandy that letter. And I think Clive Davis got wind of what was said in the letter. And that's why he had Whitney Houston taken out. That's why I believe he had Whitney Houston taken out. And they made it look like a suicide or overdose. But see, there
Many
was
people said,
details that there
that,
was hidden details
right.
which
Many
said that there was
people,
blood.
right. Many people said Diddy is talking the fall, taking the fall for Clive right now.
I believe that too. I
Yeah,
believe that too.
taking.
But he's taking the fall, but he's also responsible for stuff as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's not. Yeah, God, one horrible person, man.
Because you see Clive Davis acting like he don't know who Diddy is. Did you see that? That was so funny.
Diddy's way of thinking, and I don't know. I see. I'm being very, 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 very careful what I say. That's all, because
And
I'm
they keep saying, and I believe this too, that Jay
not
Z is
trying
next.
to put myself in harm's way of anything.
I believe this, Jay Z is going to be next.
Oh yeah, I believe that too.
He got one terrible lawyer, whoever that lawyer is.
You know,
Because that lawyer said Jay-Z and Diddy were never friends. What? Shut your mouth.
well,
Jay-Z practically called Diddy's kids his nieces and nephews. They call him Uncle Jay. How is they not? Man, whatever.
yeah, well, that is interesting that you say that. Well, what else is interesting was when they asked if they knew Clyde Davis, when they knew if he knew who Puff Daddy was, he acted like he didn't know shit.
Yeah, he said, yeah. Who? He was like, who? And then walked away. Like, come on. Oh
I
Lord,
mean,
they
you know,
really he really just walked away after he said who, and they said his name, and then he was like, "Oh, I don't know," and he walked away. I was like, "What?
that
Are
was.
you serious?"
I mean, you
And
know,
they literally got pictures together.
yeah, lots.
So what they gonna say? He got dementia now?
That's exactly Alzheimer's kicked right in.
Yeah, the Alzheimer's is kicking in now. So
Alzheimer's.
no, he don't know who Diddy is. He don't remember Diddy. I guarantee you that's what they question Clyde Davis or bring him to court or whatever anything like that. I believe that's what they're gonna try to pull, that he has dementia. He doesn't remember.
Yeah, but if Diddy is definitely, kind of taking the fall for him. So,
But how can he say he don't know who Diddy is? And they have plenty, and I do mean plenty of pictures together.
yeah, plenty.
Dating back dating back to the time before Andre Harrell was killed. And yes, I say that allegedly was killed. Because see, it was Andre Harrell that brought Diddy in. Andre Harrell brought Diddy to Clyde Davis,
Oh, I see. I see.
and Clyde Davis had Andre Harrell grooming and shaping Diddy. And then when Diddy got up there, Andre Harrell was pushed out of the way, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah.
And then Clyde Davis took over in grooming Diddy from that point on.
Right. Right.
Matter of fact, I think it was Clyde Davis that gave Diddy his own record label, Bad Boy. If I'm not mistaken, Clyde Davis gave him a record label, and I believe it was Bad Boy, because I think Bad Boy was the only record label he had. I don't remember. I don't know if it was another record label, and then he turned it into Bad Boy or what. But Clyde Davis gave Diddy his
Yeah,
own record
that
label.
is true, goddess. The victims become the predators in the industry. Yeah, it is true. It is
Yep.
because
Yep.
it's
I
like
believe that's how it went down.
it's almost like it's a way of life to these people. Like there's no I have to pay for what I do because it was done to me. Because I think did he try to pull that? I think he tried to say something about he came forward. I don't know if it's real or it's clickbait, but he said something about how Clyde did something to him when he was a kid or something. I don't fucking know. That's what I heard.
I believe that. I think he said something that when he was locked up, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When he
About
got locked up, he
I
said
think
that,
it
I
was
believe.
a tactic where he was trying to get the judge to make him,
Yeah.
you
At
know.
his first bail hearing, I think it was.
But you seen how Clyde walked right out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can get much over on that, man.
Yeah.
You're lucky if you do.
Right.
What do you think about that?
I really feel like, they need to, question Clive.
I think they are. Didn't they already?
I'm not sure. All they ask Clive is, what do you think about Diddy getting locked up? That's the only thing I believe I remember them asking Clive Davis. And then he acted like he didn't know who Diddy was. That's the only thing I remember him being questioned about. And that was by a news reporter, if I'm not mistaken.
Clyde Davis is a piece of shit as well.
But I'm talking about the feds need to bring him in.
Good luck.
Exactly.
Good luck, because Diddy is. I believe Goddess is correct with that. She said that Clyde Davis is or Diddy's taking the fall, or for Clive.
He might not give up Clive.
No, he's He's taking the fall.
Yeah, well then,
On
he's
some
not
things,
giving up
on
Clive.
some
If
things,
he's taking the fall, he ain't talking.
I'm not saying by any means Diddy is not innocent or guilty, for a lot of the stuff that he did, because he is.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, let me tell you something. From what I've gathered and people that I've spoken to, that are from that part where he had that home, and that East Hampton home came up, and somebody's, what was it? I think it was a short or something, or a reel. It came up, the East Hampton house, something. And Beyonce has a house out there in the Hamptons. There's so many.
Alec Baldwin.
Well, I don't know.
He might have moved.
You do realize I did tell you. I believe Justin Bieber is
the husband of his daughter.
Dating, or he's married to one of the daughters.
They have a baby together.
Yeah, and they just had another one, I believe.
Oh yeah, they got 2 kids now.
Yeah, man, and he's dealing with this while having.
Yeah, and that's why I thought he wasn't going to testify, because he didn't want, his, family to witness all of this and put his family through all of that. I don't think
he has much of an option, honestly.
But I think he might be subpoenaed too, though.
Well, that's what I mean.
What do you think?
Well, him and Jaden, the young Will Smith's son, has already basically spoke about. It's Haley. Her name's Haley.
That's her name, yeah, Haley.
Haley Baldwin, but it's Bieber, obviously.
Haley Bieber.
I feel bad for him, man. I really do, because
me too. I told you I felt bad.
A lot of people say this. All Justin wanted to do was sing. That's it.
Yeah, and since he was young, that was his dream. He was excited because he thought he was going in the studio and put in work.
Yeah, he put in work, all right.
Yeah, he put in the wrong kind of work, and he was forced to, and that's the sad part. Because he was forced to put in that kind of work.
I'll never. Oh my God, dude! I throw up every time I see it. There's I think it's a video. It might be still out there, but a lot of people have taken it and remade it. Where something about he's sitting on Ellen DeGeneres's in the or Degenerate, I'll say. Ellen Degenerate, he's on the when they're in the studio, and he pinched Justin Bieber.
Who pinched Justin Bieber?
I believe Diddy did that shit. And then Diddy told them one time, we don't talk about this, and we don't,
Yeah, I remember that. and I believe there was one award show where he won an award, and he was only 16 years old, and I think it was Pink that like when she hugged him, I guess she grabbed his butt or something like that, and he got
Oh,
on the microphone and said, "I feel
yeah,
violated."
yeah. Well, yeah, that's what they do, man. That's what they do, even in the when you go for pictures. When like if you're going to cast an agency and you want to get photos taken and
Yeah, but he won an award. This was an
shit like
award
that
show.
too, even in those places, man. That's what I mean. It,
Yeah, but this happened at an award show right on TV.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. I know exactly what you're talking. I think it
Was
was.
it Pink? That one singer
Nick,
named
Nick
Pink?
is a real witch. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she hugged Bieber, and when she hugged Bieber, she grabbed his butt. And he was like, "Oh my god!" And then he got on the mic, was like, "I feel violated." Remember he said that?
Yeah, I do. I think Diddy didn't like that either.
I think he was only 16 years old.
Her first music video, Pill, has a real warlock. It's casting a real spell. Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I know. Yup, I seen that. You're right. You're right. Yup. She brought him on the red carpet on his full warlock. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. Yup. That's what people don't understand about this stuff. I mean, some of this stuff, it's like if you tell a lawyer, I was in a ritual, and you talk about all that stuff, right?
Will they
They're not
understand that though?
gonna
Is the
believe
question,
you. Some of them are not gonna fucking believe you. They're not. No, man.
because they don't understand it, do they?
They don't get it. They're not awoke to the reality of what is really going on right now. They talk about, okay, so QAnon was spot on about a lot of stuff, but what happened was, I believe it was infiltrated a couple of years ago. And that's when they were coming out and putting the information out at the wrong time. But now all of a sudden, it seems like Cuba's saying all these things are going to happen. So it definitely won a concedant. She performed. Oh, wow. Listen to this. Won a concedant. This is from Goddess in Energy. Concedant. She performed right before the director of the CIA spoke at that big political Democratic rally. You know what? Wow. That's definitely, that it definitely wasn't a concedence. No, 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 no. That definitely was not. Um, I don't think any of this stuff is, to be honest. But it's like when you say some of this stuff, they think that you're really talking out of movies, and honestly, a lot of this stuff is real. That's played in these movies.
They think you're talking out a movie, or they think you're reaching.
Well, either, yeah, especially if you're trying to get your truth out there and explain it in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you can't do that with lawyers. If
Yeah,
you're doing that with lawyers,
you're
you
gonna have
know,
to find a lawyer that knows.
that's like me going and talking about MK Ultra, and they tried to put me in a fucking, nut ward because
Yeah,
I said I deal with all these different personalities and they have different names, and you could be talking to me. Allie Carter speaks about this and breaks it down very, very, very well.
yes,
I
she
must.
does.
She breaks it down very well, and then she asks you to repeat what she says. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Quickly. I mean, those altars can be very you like, for instance, say I go into an altar right now and has to do with Diddy, right? And you asked me a question about Michael J. Fox. I might not even know, like, you know what I'm saying? My alter might be in control. So if my alter is in control, I'm not in control of myself, so to speak. So those personalities are can be very sometimes very spiteful and very hateful. Depending on how those you know how you deal with it. I mean, you you even sometimes like Orlando Brown, you know, says he's this one, he's that one, he's this, you know. So it's like it makes you wonder. Makes,
Mm-hmm.
and the thing about it is like I said, you can't just go in and tell a lawyer this or a judge this or. I mean, sometimes you'll swing by a little bit with an investigator, but they're going to tell you too. You know, you got to be very careful with what you say.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole
Yep.
thing is wild. Straight up wild.
Oh yeah. Britney Spears. Did you hear about that stuff? Where she thought, yep. Did you see Britney Spears in her 5-year old altar recently? Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I did. And it's fucking sad. It, it's
Was
kind of
that a result of being in the
it's kind of eerie watching stuff like that because I mean I have found myself doing similar stuff. Um,
now is that a result from being in those parties with Diddy and stuff and the drugs?
well, I mean it's a result of it all, man. It's a result of it all. Whatever trauma happens to you, every time something happens to you, you split, and when you split, that's when you're easily able to be what they call programmed. You understand?
Oh, okay.
And so that's why when a rapist rapes a woman or a man, however it is, it doesn't matter. You know, they split them on purpose because then they become more like easily, just what's the word I'm looking for? Not groomed. It's another one. It's uh they'll basically do whatever, once you become like
Another word for controlled or something?
yeah, it's your yeah, they can control what you do.
I know what you mean. There's another word for it, and I can't even think of it myself.
With him went on and said he is still drugging her to hallucinate and make her look crazy. Oh wow.
What happened?
Britney Spears, her brother's girlfriend recently broke up with him and went online and said he is still drugging her to hallucinate and make her look crazy.
Wait, the brother?
Okay, so he knows her trigger words. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. See, that's the whole thing is then there's the category of trigger words. And sometimes even private investigators they know some of these trigger words. And the reason why they'll ask certain sometimes to see if it triggers your memory or whatever. But what it does is it actually sometimes makes that person scared or feel like maybe I don't know if I should, you know what I mean? Like I don't know about you trust this person. So, but it's not the investigator's fault, and it's not the person's fault. It's the programming that's instilled. I mean, what do you feel about the programming?
I mean, I think it's evil because it makes people do things that they wouldn't want to do if they was their own person.
Yeah, I picked up on that. I definitely picked up on that. With a lot of it, and a lot of it is like it's so not what you think. It's not like television. It's really not. It's more horrible. If you want me to be honest, being at those events and stuff.
All of it is horrible.
Yeah, every bit of this stuff is horrible. But I mean, being at those events or and stuff, that's like, yeah, very crazy.
It's like when you get knowledge of what stuff really is, it'd be real sad because the outsiders looking in doesn't even have a clue what goes on the inside.
Really.
All they see is the fame, the lights, the glitter, and the glamour, but they
That
don't see.
that's true too. That's true too. Because I noticed a lot of like I try to tell people like these young ladies that there's a family here and these kids, they want fame, and it's like you don't want that. No, you don't. You don't even want to get close to it.
The grass ain't always greener on the other side, is what they say.
Yeah.
And in this case, the grass is not green at all on the other side.
No,
At all.
it's more like it's just
It's more like desert,
demonic.
desert and death.
Okay, what do you feel about Mace?
Mace, I think Mace made the right decision when he left.
You do?
Yeah, I feel like Mace, because Mace put Diddy on blast too. I don't know if you've seen that. Mace put Diddy on blast. Like, I mean, when I say Mace put Diddy on blast, Mace put Diddy on blast.
I mean,
But I have a question though
okay.
about that. Why? Why now are you speaking
Well,
against Diddy?
well, you gotta see the whole thing is like
Because and my thing is, did he know what was going on
I'm sure he did.
with the sex trafficking and everything?
I'm sure they all did, man. But a lot of these people had NDAs on them.
Okay, so that was going to be my next question. Is it
You
because
know,
he possibly has an NDA that he didn't say anything?
well, most of the time, Diddy would make people sign NDAs.
But my thing is, when he make people sign NDAs, is these people that comes to these parties,
I believe
or is it any and everybody that's just
I would say
associated with him?
yeah, you have to sign something that you can't say anything. I mean, they take your cell phones really quick.
But see, Mace was working with him in the music. Would he still have to sign an NDA, even if he was making music with him too?
Probably not. I don't know
That's
what
why I was
happened.
wondering
I
if he
don't
don't
know
have an
what
NDA.
happened. I don't know what happened All I'm saying is a lot of people why they didn't say anything was they were scared to death. I mean, because Diddy, I mean, remember that one woman that came out or something? He was hung her from that up on that uh, apartment from that
Oh yeah,
apartment.
he held her over the balcony by her legs.
Yeah, man.
I told you, Diddy a monster, man. He a daggone monster. Talking about, oh, he's still a soul. What soul? Doing all this stuff. You talk about that he got a soul.
Yeah, yeah, no.
That soul has been gone.
Yeah, well, a lot of their souls have been gone,
His
and
souls has
I
been
don't
gone.
even think that they.
Their
I
souls have been given to the
personally
devil.
believe that they already have done that years and years
They
ago.
sold their souls to the devil a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean that stuff is believable. That stuff you can't, deny. People have done stuff like that. That's why they become evil.
He beat up on females. He beat up on his assistant at Bad Boy. What's her name? Capricorn Jones.
Oh, he beat her up.
He whooped her ass, and that's supposed to have been Lauren London's best friend slash sister.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lauren London needs to come clear about them rituals because she knows her ass was involved.
Hell, she needs to come clear about playing a role in Diddy's death and Nipsey's death.
You just said Diddy's
I
death.
said Diddy.
uh,
Dang, am I speaking something
pause,
until it happened? Did I just prophesy?
pause, no Diddy.
Let me
Pause,
stop. Nah,
no Diddy.
no Diddy. No, but Lauren London needs to speak up about her involvement with Diddy in Nipsey Hussle's death. That's what you need to do.
Right, but do you really think these people are going to talk about the rituals that took place out in the woods?
I really don't think
You
so.
know what I mean? Like, because it
Because nobody is
as
probably going to
bizarre as
understand
it
it, number one.
sounds, as real as it is.
Nobody going to understand it, number one.
No, there's people that understand it, but
But
I
then there's going to
mean,
be those that's going to be like, what?
well, there's a lot that are going to be like, what,
Yeah,
But then there's a lot that are starting to see just by watching the news and figuring, not the fake news now.
right.
Um, you know, but they're starting to see this stuff
I
pattern
mean,
by pattern by pattern.
like just like today's topic, what we're talking about, what we talked about already, because it's over an hour we've been on here. But when we talked about earlier in the live about Diddy and Lauren London actually playing a role in Nipsey's death, a lot of people is like, what? Whatever. Nah, y'all reaching. Nah. But like I said, I shared the encrypted messages all over my platforms for everyone to see, just to show them that I ain't making it up. I can't just create that. I don't know how to type all of that.
No, no, no,
I
no.
don't know nothing about no agency. I don't know nothing about Synarchy.
Mhm.
You feel me? So why would I? How would I be able to type this stuff up, man? Please, that stuff is real, and it's just like I called it. Remember, I told you a long time ago. I was doing my research and my puzzle pieces putting together, and realized Lauren London played a part and a role with Diddy in orchestrating Nipsey Hussle's death. And you read it for yourself. It clearly said it.
Uh, yeah, I mean, yeah, and not just one occasion, another occasion. So it came in two different. You know what I mean? It went
Exactly. I gave
deeper.
it to you twice.
I asked for the thorn. No, he went deeper. I had a first time. I read it to you the first time.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember, it went deeper because he went even further. Because you can push it to go even further.
Yeah. And I actually got one more question too. I'm gonna contact him tomorrow though. just to see if the AI she can search that. If that comes up, then it's a wrap. It's no
Search what?
question. If that comes up, the question
What?
I'm going to ask, if that comes up, there's no question Diddy and Lauren London is guilty of Nipsey Hussle's murder, and they need to reopen his case. Ain't no question. So far, they need to reopen his case already because of this, what we already have here. They really need to reopen it.
You get fired up on this topic, boy.
Man, because people keep saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're reaching. Let Lauren London breathe in peace. The woman is faking. The woman posted a post that said fake tears for real bees. Bitches.
Yeah, that's the thing that gets me.
If she posted that post that said fake tears for real bees, and under that her comment was all 2019. You heard? That was her comment under that post. Then March 31st, 2019, Nipsey Hussle is deceased, murdered. Make it make sense.
Well,
But then, no, make this make sense. After his murder, the post that she posted is deleted. The account, the Instagram account that the post was on, is closed down. And then in September of 2019, you reopen your current Instagram account. And when you look in her current Instagram account, you don't find that post nowhere in her account.
okay.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, there could be a number of reasons, but right. I mean, I'm just being, like I said, I got to be very careful on what I say.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to jeopardize anything.
Right.
You know
But me, I'm the one saying it, not you.
well,
I'm
yeah,
the one saying it.
yeah.
I
No,
don't have no NDA, so I really don't give the entire greatest
well,
hits.
yeah. Well,
So
NDA or not, I mean, it's still when you're having open whatever. You know what I mean? Even if it's an open case, you want to be
they
careful with.
ain't investigating her yet. But they
No,
need
I
to.
know they need to, but
So
they're not going to.
I don't think so either. And that's sad because all the pieces and puzzles are right there in people's faces, and they don't even realize it. Just like she gave herself away on the Angie Martinez interview, nobody paid no attention at all when she talked about going to a death seminar. Why are you going to a death seminar? Then she says, Angie Martinez says to her, "Oh my God, it was like you was preparing for what you was going to have to deal with." And then she said, "Well, what we going to all have to deal with." She didn't rebuttal and say, "Well, no, I wasn't preparing for Nipsey's death." She never rebutted and said that, did she?
No.
Exactly. Why did she make a clarification that no, I wasn't preparing for Nipsey Hussle's death? She just said, "Well, what we all gonna have to deal with." Like what? Really?
Yeah, make it make sense.
Why didn't you make it clear that you wasn't preparing for Nipsey's death? You basically gave yourself away right there. And then she gave herself away about this is why I believe Kodak Black when he said Diddy and Lauren London were screwing each other. Because he was at Lauren London's house before she was even dressed. And she gave herself away on that also because she said that in the Angie Martinez interview as well.
Oh, Diddy was there?
That Diddy. No, she didn't say she was there, but I figured out he was there because she said these exact words. I was gonna wear a sweatsuit to Nipsey's funeral. What? You was going to wear a sweatsuit to Nipsey Hussle's funeral. This is the man you said you love, and that is the love of your life. But you just want to wear a sweatsuit? And then she said, Diddy pulled me to the side. Well, Diddy would have to be there at the house in order for him to pull you to the side, right? You feel me?
It was on Andrew Martini.
Angie Martinez interview, Lauren London, Angie Martinez interview. And she said, Diddy pulled me to the side and said, you showed them what it means to hold, to what did he say?
So
You
she's
showed
not
them,
even involved in this case anymore.
huh?
They don't even have her involved in the case.
Who, Lauren London?
Yeah.
Of course not. I told you, she's part of that Illuminati. Them people in the masonry higher ups probably told them to leave her alone. So I ain't surprised. I ain't surprised at all. She's gonna get away with murder, but she's gonna have the big, mighty, almighty Father in heaven to answer to. But
Well,
anyway,
that's always the kick. Yep.
anyway, but think about it. He said, "You showed them what it means to love. Now show them what it means to hold them down."
Oh, Diddy, you're talking about.
Diddy said that to Lauren London. So what do you mean you showed them?
That's some hood talk,
What do you mean you showed them?
right?
So
That's hood talk.
that means, think about it. You telling a woman, you showed them, you showed the world what it means to love someone, to love him. That something to that nature. I don't know. Don't quote me on this because I don't think I have all the words. Basically, you showed the world what it means to stand by his side. Now show them what it means to hold him down. In other words, girl, if you go out there in the sweatsuit, the world's gonna know that you ain't really love him. If you go out there in the sweatpants and hoodie, the world's gonna know you ain't really love him. You are you?
I am.
Okay.
Oh, I am.
Because you got to think about it. He said you showed the world
Yep.
what it means. What do you mean? Why are you so concerned about what the world? You understand what I'm saying? If it's
Yeah.
real love, who gives a hell what the world thinks?
Well, yeah. That's yeah.
If
Exactly.
it's real love, you ain't worrying about. And
No.
this is what I be trying to tell people. It is in your face. Y'all don't realize it.
Right.
Y'all don't see that Lauren London was planted on Nipsey.
Well, she was.
There was no genuine love from
Yeah.
Lauren London to Nipsey. There was genuine love from Nipsey to Lauren London. That's it. Nipsey really loved Lauren London. Lauren London did not really love Nipsey. I don't give the entire greatest hell what anybody says. They ended their relationship in November 22nd, 2017. So they weren't even together when he was killed. So what are you trying to show here?
Who did?
Nipsey made it clear on November 22nd, 2017 that their relationship had ended and they never got back together. He only said he was sticking around her to raise their son in love. In other words, we're going to be together and be peaceful and raise our son together. And how I know they didn't get back together because their last photo shoot together in March before his death, he made it clear that this photo was not because we're back together. This photo was for a magazine.
Mm.
And then there was an interview Lauren London did on March 3rd in 2019, a
Okay.
couple of weeks before Nipsey's death, a few weeks before Nipsey's death, that she mentioned. And you know what she mentioned? She said, it's just me and my kids. Huh?
Well,
Okay. So if it's just you and your kids, that means you and Nipsey are not together. You just confirmed that you and Nipsey are not together. It was the interview she did on March 3rd in 2019. And she said, it's just all about me and my kids. Think about that. It's just about me and my kids.
right.
She had an interview on March 3rd in 2019, and she said, it's just about me and my kids. No Nipsey.
Yeah, it's all weird.
And,
Weird.
and I'm, that's why I said all the pieces and the clues are in our face, and nobody is paying attention. See, Lauren London was supposed to be Nipsey's ride or die, but all Lauren London did was go for the ride and let Nipsey die.
Yep.
That's all. You know who was a real ride or die? His first baby mama, China Hustle, Imani's mother. For me, that was an example of a real ride or die woman. That was a real ride or die for Nipsey, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's just not the truth in the Bible. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That was a woman that I believe was an example of a real ride or die woman, China Hustle. Lauren London was just an industry plant. And like I told you earlier, Nipsey knew that because I told you it was in his lyrics on his Victory Lap track song that's called Late Nights and Early Mornings. If you ever get a chance, listen to that track on Victory Lap from Nipsey Hussle. You can Google the lyrics and read the lyrics. You'll see the part where he says, pretty feet, pretty hair, and then such and such. And then it gets to the part where he says, especially when you was fishing through the industry, but luckily you effed around and effed with me.
Ran off YouTube. Yeah. Yeah.
So why would he say that, especially when you was fishing through the industry?
Right.
Put
Right.
two and two together. That means she was seeing this man, seeing this person, seeing that person.
So it was in
It was on his Victory Lap album, and the name of the song is called Late Nights and Early Morning.
okay.
You look at those lyrics and you'll see the part that I'm talking about, where he said, especially when you was fishing through the industry, but
Mm-hmm.
luckily you effed around and effed with me.
Right. Right. Right.
Why would he say that? You
I
understand
know.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
He
do.
knew the type of woman she was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my goodness. It blew my mind when I heard that. And I was like, he knew who the type of woman she was. He knew she was with this man and this person. And she was around in the industry. He knew that. There
Right.
was a video, it was a video of all the men she dated. And what blew my mind was that, and I don't know how true that is, but they said Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player, was her seeing her and they was dating. And I don't know how true that is. But then again, I said, I wonder if that's the reason why Carmelo Anthony and Lala Anthony got a divorce because of Lauren London. But I'm not saying that's the reason. But then I wonder,
You can only wonder. Yep.
you know, you just never know.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know.
You never know.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, it just amazes me how all the pieces of this puzzle is in people's faces and they ain't paying attention to it.
And that's on Victory Lap. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Victory Lap, and the name of the track of that song is called "Late Nights and Early Mornings."
Wow, Diddy.
No, wow, Lauren.
I know, but Diddy was involved in the song, right?
Well, I don't know if he was talking about Diddy. He never mentioned it, but she was talking. He was talking about she was fishing through the industry. Now, it could be the entertainment industry and not the music industry only, because it could be both. Because she was in both. Remember, she's a video girl. She was in Common's video. She was in Pharrell Williams' video. She was in Snoop Dogg's video. She was in Neo's video.
Who, Lauren
Lauren
London?
London.
She was in the Rituals too, yeah.
No, I'm talking about music videos though.
I know, well, you know.
But yeah, I know you talking about. I know what you talking about. Those videos. But I'm talking about the industry as far as the industry goes.
That is the industry.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what? I just caught on. You're right. I just caught on. You absolutely right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? And Nipsey knew this.
Well, why ain't he say anything?
Why did who say anything?
Nipsey.